Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here, and it's time for another Montreal Canadiens NHL 94 video today. We're up to Game 3 of the semi-final series against the Pittsburgh Penguins. We have beaten them twice in their own backyard. The last game was an absolute goal fest, an 8-3 victory. Quite simply one of the most incredible games I've played on this actual game for a long time. And you never know, there could be one right around the corner yet again. This could be another crazy game. We're back at home in Montreal, and if we win the next two games, we will be in the final of the Stanley Cup itself. There it is. Look at the size of that trophy. Against the Los Angeles Kings or the St. Louis Blues. So we know what we have to do, and we now know we're good enough to beat them comfortably. Just got to do it again, twice in a row. Now that's very interesting. I can't really tell you why, but there was no organ song at the beginning of this game. That's got me scratching my head. I really don't know what the deal is there. Maybe some kind of little bug in the game that's never happened before. I don't know. How peculiar. Well, 2 minutes gone in the first period and not much has happened so far. It's been a slow start to the game, but it's not anymore. Jaeger. One of the easiest goals he'll ever score. It's a rare mistake from Patrick Roy. And with 2 minutes and 20 seconds gone of the first period, the away team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, take the lead. Can they turn the tables on Montreal? What happened in the last two games? Well, he's number 25. Good save in the end. Kurt Muller. Pittsburgh know the possibility of him scoring today is very high. 23, is that Brian Bellows or is it number 25? I always get mixed up between the two numbers. We might find out here. We certainly will. It's a backhand goal. The goaltender made it very easy for him. Assisted by Matt Schneider. And the Canadiens are level with 6 minutes 10 seconds remaining of the first period. Just about onside there. Hits in the shot. Is a little bit ambitious. Rifles in another one. And another one. You're going to get lucky sometime. And it wasn't in any of those three shots. Halfway point of the first period. Canadiens now starting to really play some good hockey. Pass the puck around well. Looking more confident and looking more likely to take the lead than the Penguins are. 47 takes a strike. Number 10 now for the Penguins. Good save from Patrick Roy. He's looking to make amends after that howler early on in the match. A lot of one-timers for the Canadiens in this third period. First period, I should say, and Lemieux has finally stuck one away. They've come from one down to go 2-1 up. It's pure Montreal, what we've seen from them this season. They never know when they're beaten, ladies and gentlemen. I think the referee has given one penalty so far. I think that was against Pittsburgh. But overall, he hasn't got too involved. It's good to see. Free-flowing game. Oh, how about that for a hit? Oh, number 25 on number 25. He got vengeance for his teammate who was knocked over a few seconds before. Montreal dump the puck up. Around the net it goes. Can they stop the icing? Oh yeah, they can. And Bellows can do nearly more than that. Nearly scored. Great body check. A lot of body checks happening now. Yep. Started off slow, but the game became very exciting from the midway point of the first period. Montreal taking the lead after they initially went one goal down. What's going to happen in the second period? Hey, look at this fella, he's waving at us. And he's, what are they called? They call Zambuki? Something like that they're called. I don't know. The referee giving another penalty. Jeremiah Jaeger's just gone into the penalty box for 2 minutes for hooking, and now there's another penalty against a Pittsburgh player. Be interesting to see who that is against exactly. And the next stoppage of play, now we will find out. It's Kjell Samuelsson. Also found out that, if you did watch one of my previous videos where I actually said it, obviously I've made so many now, I don't know which one exactly it was, but basically Pittsburgh have 2 players with the same name, Samuelsson. Pretty popular name in Sweden, I suppose, but they had 2 players back then called Ulf and Kjell, and I wondered whether they were brothers, and I found out that they are not actually brothers, just a bit of a coincidence. So there you have it. The more you know. Number 66, Mario Lemieux. Oh, that was a poor strike on the backhand. It wasn't even going in. Was not going to worry Patrick Roy, ladies and gentlemen. Is that going to be offside? Yes, it is. But I'm always tempted to just get the puck anywhere because I'm not 100% sure it will be offside. And I usually regret it. 25 is going to shoot from distance, but he was wiped out just before he could. Number 23. Oh yes, this is fantastic. No! And there it is, Kurt Muller. 6 minutes 15 seconds remaining in the second period. A little bit longer than he usually takes to get involved, but nevertheless, Muller has arrived on the scene. It is yet another goal for his incredible campaign so far. I'm not sure how many he's scored altogether now, we'll find out after the match. What a save that was. But the counter-attack is on constantly now for Montreal, and you can see more goals are coming before the end of the second period. It's 4. It's Muller again, assisted by Dampus and Odelin. Bit of yodeling, taking me nearly the midway point of the second period, but a little bit of yodeling there from Lyle Odelin. Might have to Google Lyle Odelin. God knows what happened to him. He was hardly one of Montreal's better players, but nevertheless. Maybe he actually took a career up in yodeling himself. And the Swiss mountains! Is Kurt Muller going to get a hat-trick in this game? Here he is now. Penalty against Pittsburgh. Up and coming! Oh, how did that not go in the net? How on earth did that not go in the net? From, I think, Brian Bellows. Let's just see. I want to just clear this up once and for all. There's Mr. Odelin, my main man. Yeah, Brian Bellows is 23, not 25. So who is 25? Ah, it's Dampus, yeah. Okay. So it's the end of the second period now, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute of power play left for Montreal on that Pittsburgh penalty. 4 goals to 1 up. As I always say, ice hockey is a crazy sport where anything can happen and it can change hands very quickly. But the Montreal Canadiens will surely be confident here that they'll hang on or add to the score that they already have and make it 3-0 in the series. Let's find out what happens in this third and final period. That'll happen. It's Kurt Muller hat-trick. The hats are onto the ice, ladies and gentlemen. The goaltender was just eased out of the way, and an easy finish for the main man, Kurt Muller. Took me by surprise a little bit, that actually. The initial shot didn't have much pace on it, but I did speak in a previous video about shots with little pace but that go at like head height can knock the goaltenders back, and if you're attacking then you're in luck really, because you're going to have a second chance to score a goal. Got a bit of a chesty cough at the moment. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. But at least springtime is nearly upon us, thank goodness. Just under 2 weeks now, and the clocks will move and we will have light beyond 7 PM. How about that? Seasonal affective disorder. Yeah, that's what it's called. I basically call it I effing hate winter disorder. I think that's more appropriate. We're nearly there in the Stanley Cup final now. Just about who we're going to face, I think. I'm very confident we'll whitewash these guys 4-0. Bloody hell, he's hooking. He wouldn't let me go there. Number 18 for us. I've not really seen much of him in this tournament so far. I don't know who he is. Oh, how about that for a hit? Stevens out for the period. The hardest and best hit of the game by Mr. Stefan Lemieux. That was brutal. So 4-on-3 in the Pittsburgh Penguins' favour. A lot of space out there on the ice. Since I started these videos though, I don't think there's been any time whatsoever where it's been 3-on-3 out there. And if you don't know much about ice hockey, let me tell you that if another player from our team, because I think it's us who've got 3 players left, isn't it, out there on the ice, yeah. If one of our players go into the penalty box again, the player that does so will be replaced. You can't go down to 2 players basically. But it's still going to affect you really, because it's going to be quite a long time until you get a full complement of players back out there on the ice. 6-1. Kurt Muller working from the left. He's knocking players down like a morpho. He's knocking records down as well. It's his 4th, and how many is that for the season now? I think this has been the easiest of the bunch, to be perfectly honest. Just over a minute to go now for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They really haven't shown anything so far in the first 3 games of the semi-final series to suggest that they can win 4 consecutive games now and stage an incredible recovery to get into the Stanley Cup final. The experts all but agree it is now Montreal's final against one of the Kings or the Blues. That's the Blues. I don't know if I said it in a previous video, but the St. Louis Blues actually have When the Saints Go Marching In as the organ song, and it's absolutely brilliant, so I really wouldn't mind playing St. Louis. Game over, ladies and gentlemen. It is 6-1. One of the first 2 games I think might have finished 6-1. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong, it might have been 5-1, but yeah, it's another convincing victory nevertheless. Kurt Muller, the star of the game, Vincent Damphousse and Brian Bellows yet again. They really are the terrific trio. Let's check the scoring summary. Lots of assists about the place. Kurt Muller with 4 goals. They opened the scoring, of course, after that Patrick Roy mistake, but that seems so long ago right now. Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. 36 shots to 16 in my favour. 36 shots is a hell of a lot, so yeah, it is reflective of the scoreline in the end. Nearly 4 minutes of power play we had over them. Beat them on the face-offs. The body check, 73, that might be a record for the series so far. 9, 10, 11, yeah. Over 3 minutes attack zone time. They're passing just better. But another comfortable victory. One more victory at home against the Penguins, and we will be safely in the final. Los Angeles, they've won a game. They're now 2-1 up against the St. Louis Blues. Anything could still happen there though, very close. But yeah, join me for the 4th and I hope final semi-final game, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you soon.